Hi everyone, my name is Valentina Monroe and I would like to present to you my COETAIL final project. My final project has two parts to it. First part is the unit plan, which I was working on for the past couple of months, but sadly was not able to implement and try out with my students due to certain difficulties our school is going through. And the second part is an actual project which I tried out with my students, but it's a unit review, not a whole unit. I hope you enjoy this, and let's start with part one, River Civilizations Unit Plan. Originally, this unit was exclusively humanities unit. I decided to make it more of a collaborative unit that would include several subjects, humanities, English as an academic language, and also art. This unit was supposed to go for 3 weeks, and I thought it would be a fun way for students to dive into history, ancient history. Here's the unit focus. Students would do the research of geographical features and some other topics that they're given that implemented daily lives of people in the three river civilizations. And after, students would need to write a diary from a perspective of a person in one of these civilizations. Here how it would go. So first, students would together research one of the three civilizations, river civilizations, and once that's done, they will create together a website. Each page in the website would be dedicated to one of the three river civilizations. So each group would take care of one page first. Then later on, students will create shared pages for each of the research topics, but in the form of personal ads. So we're trying to make it a little bit more personal to make sure that students try to think how people thought and people who lived in river civilizations. Next, with help of our art teachers, we would have created characters. The students would have created their characters, yes, their new personas of those people who lived in one of the three river civilizations. Those personas or characters that they will be writing a diary from. And finally, at the end of the unit, students will need to create a diary. And here I would want to give them a choice. Either it's a written diary or it's a form of a vlog where they record a video of themselves on Flipgrid, let's say. Again, and that's a diary written or recorded in the perspective, from the perspective of their characters created earlier. Here are the topics at a glance. But of course, as two students would start creating their shared pages, I would imagine that they might want to rename some of them or combine some of them. And of course, we can help, but I was hoping that students can develop their own names and start creating ads for different topics. So here are the shared pages and topics, research topics, and here are the standards that will be covered in this 3 week unit. First, it's writing and reading, that's the humanities standards that were originally covered in this unit, and I added a WIDA standard um, for students who are language learners for language development, and also these IST standards would be implemented in the unit. So this is a unit in a nutshell. A more detailed plan you can see in my blog post. Sadly, I wasn't able to implement it, but I truly think this unit could have worked really well. I collaborated and created different projects with my humanities team previously, and I don't think this one would have been an exception. I think it would have been great for all students and teachers. And these grade six, they're very much into technology. They enjoy having the choices. They enjoy having the freedom of creating something new. And hopefully one day we'll be able to implement this unit, maybe not at this school, but somewhere else. And now let's move on to part two of my COETAIL final project. This one I actually got to try out with my students. Yay! And it was amazing, in my humble opinion. This one was a digital escape room, and originally I started creating this project as a review of geography unit for my learning support class with a little twist. I wanted my students who struggle with executive functioning skills to practice those while they reviewing their humanities geography unit. Then I decided, and as I went down the rabbit hole, I decided why stop there? So it became a huge project, a huge review, which we tried out with the whole grade six class. And see for yourself how it worked out.
Girl, what? You go turn the
All right, guys, today we have a very special day.
So here we're going through the slides with the students to make sure everyone is on the same page and they understand what is asked of them because they haven't done a digital escape room previously as a group.
First, under your desks, find a letter. Each one of you has a little green letter under your desks. Find it.
The students discover those little green envelopes underneath their desks. Each envelope contains a number that helps us group them randomly. As we know, students do tend to choose the same partners over and over again. So we group them randomly and continue going through instructions together to make sure that students again understand what we need them to do and how this process will work.
All right, here are your instructions. This is the map you will see. Each one of those numbers is a link with your mission, with your task. This is the story. What's going to happen?
And here together we go through introduction video with lights off to set the mood, and I'll fast forward it, but please do take a look at it. I created it with some help from YouTube, and I think music helped quite a bit. So I'll skip to my favorite part of this video, the very end of it. And we are off. We have only 45 minutes to save the world. Students are off, they're working hard, and as I fast forward this little videos of students working on different the questions, you can see some of the questions that students encountered. As you understood, this is digital escape room, so each location is a link to a Google form. And each Google form has a set of questions. Each Google form, of course, is about geography unit they just covered in humanities. As I promised, with a little twist. So students need to pay attention to instructions, and once they answer correctly, they're given a code at the end of the Google form, which they need to collect. And if they answer incorrectly, of course, they're taken to some sort of like short video or a meme or a picture of an alien getting our planet or something else horrible happening. And they're taken back to the beginning of this Google form. So once they gathered all those 7 codes, the very last location, number 8, they need to input all of them in order to save our planet from this alien infestation. And once they do it, they get short video of beautiful planet Earth and life and nature, and everyone rejoiced. Um,
Thank you for saving our beautiful planet. You're welcome. Yes! You saved your
I think this project went really well. Students enjoyed it greatly. By the way, this is the video students are watching at the very end. And all I wanted to add is reviews from the students. I had a little interview session with them, and here are just some of them.
Hi. So remember we did the escape room the other day in humanities. I would like your opinion on either you found it fun, did you like it in general, you didn't like it. Tell me how did it go for you?
I liked it a lot.
What was the best part of it?
That we worked in a group and it was fun.
All right, awesome. What was the is anything challenging maybe?
Yeah, like when we had to do it really fast, some of us got really confused, and yeah, it was kind of.
Okay. Would you want to do something like this in the future?
Yeah.
You would like to? All right. Would you like to create something like this yourself for your group, like classmates, let's say?
Yeah.
Yeah? Would it be something of interest? And another question for you, what would you change? If you had a chance to change it for the next year students, what would you change? To make it even more fun or more challenging if you wish?
It would be fun to do an obstacle course.
It would be?
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gathering information, so next time, wait for it, Farpo. Thank you very much. Can you tell me, do you remember about escape room?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yes.
All right, tell me more. What did you like? What was challenging for you?
So it was fun because he was putting the face masks on, and then that was so funny. And then we also did these forms with teams, and the form was also fun, and it was really challenging to find like those hints.
All right, fantastic. What would you change? Like, let's say next year 6th graders come in and they're going to do similar thing or the same thing, right? For the geography unit, what would you change to make it even more exciting for them?
So I think if you have a real alien mask, it'll be better. And then also, like in the map, you put the smiley face. That's a smiley face. The hint, and then I think you can also really transfer. Nobody can see, or a different hints.
Okay,
But,
more hints.
Yeah, more hints, or which is really helpful, but really transparent.
I see. Okay, that's a good suggestion. We'll see what we can do about it. That's it. Would you like to do something like this again?
Yeah.
Would you like to create something like this yourself? Did you like the escape room we did?
I kind of liked it and I kind of didn't like it.
All
Some
right.
parts I didn't like, but some part I did like it.
Okay, tell me what you liked.
So something I liked it was that we could work in a group and we could have a conversation and kind of our combination. So when I was stuck in this question, like my teammate was helping me and kind of working together. I like that kind of part. But like there was kind of very hard question about like location of the stars. So it was very challenging. So like when I didn't know that, and also something more challenging was that when I didn't know, my friend also didn't know that. So we were like very so we didn't even know the answer, so we were trying to get an answer. I keep on thinking, and after that we got it, and we were very proud of ourselves.
You should be. It was a tough question.
Yeah, it was a tough question.
All right, would you like to change anything in this? Like, let's say next year grade 6 comes, they're going to do this geography unit escape room. What would you add so they would have it in their escape room?
Something adding.
Or taking away if you want.
I think like we should instead of doing it's kind of also gonna be fun if we do like a competition, like competing each other. It might be kind of worse, but like it's kind of good because like, it helps you keep more to participate to that project.
Wow. Okay, that's a good idea. Adding something.
I think it's okay.